Little hope. A family may never grow beyond 3 because if a fertility clinic malfunction becomes the first to take action.
And we have now learned that University Hospital Clinic wasn't the only one in the U.S. that saw major problems that day. Now families on the other side of the country are feeling the same fears that hundreds here are as they wait to see if their eggs and embryos are still viable. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Brookbank.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Tracy Carlos. More on the changes that other fertility clinic is already making in just a minute. But first, News 5's Homa Bash spoke with the family filing the first class action lawsuit in the local case against University Hospitals and is there live right now. Hi, Homa.
Hopes and dreams destroyed. That's what this family says this malfunction means for them. Now they want to make sure it doesn't happen anywhere ever again. At just 2.5 years old, baby Ethan's personality shines through pretty bright. The hope for him having a genetic sibling, that hope has now dimmed for the Ash family.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
This family is one of 700 patients at University Hospital's fertility clinic impacted by a refrigerator malfunction. It left the viability of 2,000 eggs and embryos in question.
That's how we found out.
Yeah.
It was through a news story. It wasn't through the hospital.
This weekend, the Ashes were told by doctors the 2 embryos they had stored are no longer viable.
You put so much faith into the physicians and the medical team, and like I said, just to have this taken away and to be just your hopes and dreams destroyed. It's a tremendous loss.
A loss they say they never want another family to feel. They're the first to file a class action lawsuit in Cuyahoga County against UH with a push for better protocols. Attorney Robert DiCello.
I just urge everyone, before you judge what they've gone through or what they're going through or their motives for doing it, ask yourselves, what would it be like if I had my family treasure lost by a hospital that just didn't care enough to check on it?
I find it very hard to believe that in this day and age there are not better safeguards and practices that could be put in place.
Because Ethan was born through IVF on the couple's 3rd try. Elliot Ash, diagnosed with a rare cancer in 2003, had banked his sperm before chemotherapy destroyed them.
Killing my chances of being able to produce sperm, so what I did was I banked beforehand, and it's been in storage since.
They began storing their embryos at UH in 2014. It is an emotional process and an expensive one. Thousands upon thousands of dollars for the egg retrieval and IVF process. On top of that, the Ashes paid $400 a year to store their embryos, with the hope of eventually giving Ethan a sibling.
The medical community calls it tissue. I like to think of it as my children, my frozen children.
There are still so many unanswered questions here. A full week after that malfunction, the family and their attorneys hoping that they get some of those answers as this lawsuit moves through the court system. Live at UH, Homa Bash, News 5.
Okay, Homa, thank you. And this appears to be just